Hello everybody, Hyper Mario Sunshine here, and welcome to our bonus video for Ace Attorney. And we're going to be talking about the parallels between Mia and Maya Fey, and comparing them with the Skye sisters of Lana and Emma. And before we talk about that, I guess I'll show off how quickly the different voices, you will actually get different voices depending on the language. It's not just the dialogue that changes, it's also the voices, so... And the title screen also changes as well.
Objection! Objection! Ice Ball! Ethan! Hee
So yeah, you would get different voices of different characters within the trilogy. Unfortunately, I can't really tell who's who for everybody else, but obviously the English one was definitely Edgeworth. So yeah, you will be, sometimes it won't even be Edgeworth with the English one, sometimes you'll get different characters upon the trilogies that will be saying objection. So yeah, there are a lot of comparisons to make between the Skye sisters and the Fey sisters. First of all, I guess some similarities. Obviously, they're sisters. There's a older one who decided to go on the path of becoming a, well, part of law. Whether it was Lana becoming a prosecutor, well, a detective then a prosecutor, and Mia becoming a defense attorney. Both of them have younger sisters who, well, take a different approach. One tries to become a scientific investigator, and the other one is becoming a spirit medium. All the other similarities, obviously, is that they kind of look like each other in a way. They look very similar to each other in some aspects. Although there are clear differences between how they look and how they dress. We could see Maya is in a more traditional outfit, while a traditional, spirit medium, outfit, like a kimono of sort. It kind of looks like a kimono, but not really. But it's a spirit medium outfit, very traditional, very much family-oriented, and part of her culture, while Emma, on the other hand, is dressed as her future profession, and also just a lot more casual looking as well. As for their older sisters, both of their sisters, Mia and Lana, as well, both of them, during their times, are basically older sister figure. Well, they are older sisters, but yeah, they don't have any family aside from each other, and, well, they also have very similar relationships. They both love each other, but unlike Mia and Maya, Mia passes away, and Maya's left alone. Although she does get to see her... Well, she does get to inhabit... her sister gets to inhabit her body through her spiritual medium experiences, but Lana and Emma are together, and unfortunately, while being together, they were able to drift apart. And that is because of a man by, well, Damon Gant. And both of them do share a man that had a huge impact on their lives, and that is Damon Gant on the Skye sisters and Red White on the Fey sisters. If it wasn't for Red White leaking information to the media, well, their mother wouldn't have ran away and been a laughingstock of the nation. And if it wasn't for Damon Gant, the Skye sisters wouldn't have been, well, specifically Lana, wouldn't have been blackmailed and used by her, along with Emma being basically not having a sister for 2 years of her life, and almost being thought that she was going to be a murderer of a serial killer. Well, murder of a detective who was innocent. So yeah, both have tragic cases, and there is something a little bit interesting later on, where the jar from this case will mimic something in a future game's case that is related to them. But yeah, they have a lot of similarities. There's probably more that I haven't really thought of. again, they also are very different. They're very similar personality-wise, both Emma and Mia. Well, not Mia, and Maya. And also, to an extent, somewhat with Mia and Lana. So, yeah. Very interesting overall between the two. And obviously, there's probably more that I'm forgetting. Again, the Red-White comparison with Daemon Gant. I guess we also could compare Red-White with Daemon Gant. How Red-White has control over all these agencies and, has, power over the government because of his money. So over the law because of his money. But Daemon Gant has power over the law because that he's familiar with the law. He is a lawman who committed a crime versus a criminal, a con man who committed a crime. They're both, one's a criminal that commits crimes, while the other is a, police officer, or rather, chief of police that commits a crime. So yeah, despite them being on two sides of they're basically on two different sides, but they're two sides of the same coin in that aspect, where, yes, they play on different roles, they are still very much criminals. And both of them have committed murders on, another attorney. Red-White killed Mia Fey, and Daemon Gant killed both prosecutor Marshall, and he also killed Detective Goodman. So yeah, just a lot of similarities within the stories, a lot of parallels. It's just kind of crazy how they were able to do this without it being like, this feels kind of the same. It feels entirely different, and you feel for these characters a lot, and it feels so amazing to see Daemon Gant go down. That's one of the best breakdowns in Ace Attorney. And I didn't mention this in the last episode, but in the finale episode, but the way that Lana Skye bites her nail as her breakdown, you see the blood, it's like, because that actually can happen if you bite on the skin or even the nail off completely. You could bleed and rip the bed nail off. She might actually be biting her bed nail, which could bleed. Your nail, you could bleed a little bit, but you could actually rip off your whole nail and you could bleed quite a bit. Also, I love the line Edgeworth said, that the noose around Daemon Gant's neck is going to get tighter with as he's trying to progress, which is that's such a cold line, Edgeworth. But yeah. Just a few last thoughts that I didn't get to really point out in the finale. I did point out, obviously, a few things, obviously some later stuff. I did point out, some of the lines. But yeah, overall, this case's dialogue is absolutely incredible from what each character says. It just sounds so cold and yet so justifiable, what they say on the defensive side. And obviously the villains have their own wit to try to counterattack us. And it's good to see that everybody's doing as well after. Although both Marshall and Lana Skye are both in prison for a small time being. We don't know if they get out or when they get out, but they will eventually get out. They're not there for life, thankfully. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. This was my quick little comparison between the Skye sisters and the Faye sisters. Again, oh yeah, and I guess I forgot one more thing. They both meet Phoenix Wright. They're both connected with him, and also connected with Miles Edgeworth. Well, the fact that Edgeworth was taught under Lana, while Phoenix was taught under Mia. But yeah, I can't believe I forgot that. I just remember that right on the spot. But yeah. But yeah, so many times in this episode. So, there we have it. Our little parallels between Mia Fey and Maya Fey with Emma Skye and Lana Skye. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and stay tuned for some future episodes. See you guys then. And by future episodes, I mean other different bonus videos and also our next 2 Let's Plays. So yeah, we'll see you guys then.